Well, we can head over to the high jump now. They've been jumping for about 45 minutes. It's a pretty big field, 13 athletes. Here is the world number one from Russia, Maria Lasitskene. Here she goes. So Lasitskene at 189. No trouble at all. She passed the first height, 180, then came in at 185. That's a second jump. Interestingly, she's got that right knee strap. That hasn't been there earlier on in the season. But Lasitskene stays out there in front without any trouble at very early stages.
Nafi Thiam then, of course, so popular in these parts. Was born just down the road and got a really rapturous reception when she was introduced to the crowd. There she is at 189, second time clearance. She's world number 2 behind Lasitskene this year. She is, of course, the Olympic and world heptathlon champion, but an absolutely outstanding high jumper in her own right, as she is in the long jump. So 189, needing 2 attempts
in this high jump competition. Has cleared 189 and goes clear there at 193. That's her third jump, her third first-time clearance. Looking very, very smooth indeed is Demireva, the Bulgarian, silver medalist in Rio, silver medalist in the last 2 European Championships. 29. Maybe you'd think that if she was ever going to take one of those major titles, she'd have had her moment. But she has jumped well this summer. She's jumped 197 this year, and she's looking very smooth indeed there at 193. Here is Thiam. Now, first attempt for her. How the crowd would love to see her go clear here. But let's forget, she's a 202 jumper. Oh, and she looked it there. That wasn't even a very tidy jump. Took off way too far from the bar, and actually was coming down by the time she got over it. But she's such a big, powerful woman. Don't know her exact height, but she's about 6'3", and with 202 from Talence this year, she's second on the world rankings, even though she's only one, of course, of her 7 disciplines.
Lasitskene then with that trademark style. She leans back and then just bursts into life. 17 meetings unbeaten this year. And it's going to take a monumental effort to remove her from the top of the pile. Yes, nice. Strapping on the right leg doesn't seem to be impeding her at all.
Just like Demireva, she's had 3 jumps, all have been first-time clearances. Thiam had a little hiccup at 189. She only cleared that at the second attempt. 193. She cleared 189 without any trouble. Second attempt. Yes, that's nice. And she liked it, but no mistaking that. Well, so often these athletes keep their emotions in check. She is the world indoor champion from back in 2014. 33 years old now. One of the oldest in this discipline. Fresh from winning the Polish title in Radom just last week with 1m90. 193 there from Litvinenko. Well, it's only a centimetre below her season's best. Levchenko. Same for her. Recorded her first failure of the competition. It's the second time at 193, and that's good as well. Only 21 years old. She is a 2-metre jumper earlier on this season. What, some 7 women have broken.
You need 3 weeks from a world championship.
So Maria Lasitskene, the undisputed world number 1, goes at 195 now. She's already over 193. Perfect card so far. Very calm demeanour. Shows very little emotion during competitions. 195, first attempt. Oh, yes. Makes it look so simple. No emotion shown. Most emotion I've ever seen her show was when she won the European title last year, I think in 2 meters, and she was livid. She was kicking some of the infield furniture, angry at herself for not having jumped higher, I think, even though she'd taken gold in Berlin's Olympic Stadium. But I like Lasitskene. She's made some very profound, some public statements against doping in recent weeks.
There is Yulia Levchenko, who is delighted with that. Goodness me. Now then, Lishchenko. The pole, a season's best here of 195. Second attempt, no wonder she's celebrating. So Lasitskene with a perfect card, as you would expect. Lishchenko putting the pressure on there. That's terrific. That's a season's best for her.
So Thiam, home advantage for the big Belgian. Second attempt for her at 195. Cleared the previous height first time, clears this one second time. It's almost an optical illusion because she's so massive, she's so tall a character. But the bar looks eminently achievable for her. 195, well, that's about 6'5" if you want it in sterling, so to speak. And Thiam moves from fourth to second place. This could go somewhere, this competition. They're looking really good.
Well, Demireva then also in the mix here, but in trouble at 195. Final attempt here for Demireva. The Bulgarian, no, not to be for the Olympic silver medalist from Rio. Disappointment for her. She is normally somebody who likes to put pressure on Lasitskene and has done so in recent years. So Demireva bows out at 193. And we now have Lasitskene, Thiam and Lishchenko all clear at 195.
Well, Levchenko, another of the Ukrainians, there's a trio of them in this contest, in a little bit of trouble. Cleared the previous height second time. This the third and final opportunity at 195. Oh yeah, she really worked that too. You can see the effort, the determination, a couple of strides out. Exploded upwards beautifully. She has a long, calculated approach. She doesn't really generate a lot of speed, which shows she's got enormous strength. But Levchenko will fight on.
Now, Maria Lasitskene, first attempt at 197. Perfect card so far. Lasitskene, of course, going for a third straight Diamond League title. She's got 5 wins out of 5 in the Diamond League. Absolutely perfect. Just one defeat outdoors since June 2016. And there she goes again. Ratchets up the pressure on the rest of the field. No emotion, no surprise there. Utterly professional. Even just a glance to the right counts as something quite expressive for her. She did give it a tickle, but she won't be pleased with. She has jumped 206 this year, fully 4 centimetres higher than Nafi Thiam. But there it is. That's the bar to beat, 197. And her perfect card continues. Clean as a whistle.
Levchenko then. Well, in trouble again. Third attempt at 197 for her. She cleared 195 third time. She cleared 193 second time. No restriction, unlike in some competitions, on the number of failures. So this, last chance at 197. And again gets it right. Well, fabulous response. No wonder she's celebrating. What a contrast between her reaction and that of Lasitskene, who is so supreme. And you have to say, maybe that's the way to go. Everybody has their own style, don't they? But Yulia Levchenko wearing her heart on her sleeve, and delightful celebration there.
Now then, Lishchenko. Kamila Lishchenko, 197. Lasitskene, of course, already clear at that height. Final attempt here, no, not to be for the pole, but that 195 season's best is the reason for the smile there. She'll be delighted, I'm sure, with that. But we asked the question at the beginning of the programme, how do you solve a problem like Maria? Well, nobody's come up with a solution so far. Lasitskene now out on her own in front. Lyshchenko in third place behind Thiam, the local favourite. And here is Nafi Thiam. Now then, pressure on her. Needs the crowd, needs the energy from this King Baudouin Stadium crowd, and they're absolutely right behind her. So popular. Third attempt. No. Such a shame. The world number 2 has cleared 2 meters, 2:02 this season. She'll be, I'm sure, a little bit disappointed with that. A third failure at 197, which leaves Lasitskene out on her own, clear at 197. Just brushed the bar with the shoulder, but she goes to Doha in fine fettle from behind her.
Well, over in the high jump, those who are already out of the competition watching proceedings, and Maria Lasitskene reigns supreme as ever. Perfect card so far. Here she goes at 199, her first attempt. Yes. She knows she's going to clear it, doesn't she? Doesn't look like a shadow of doubt, time and again. That is her 6th consecutive first-time clearance at every height, from 185 right the way through to this height, 199. And of course, well, she's a 206 jumper, so she's a little way off her limit yet. But she is the athlete at the moment who, on the world scene, many feel has got a grasp, or the potential to grasp, the world record.
Levchenko then in second place. Can she match what Lasitskene has just achieved? 2 failures so far at 199 for Yulia Levchenko. She got over 195 and 197 at the final attempt, but not on this occasion. 199, a height too far for Levchenko. Well, she's had an excellent evening.
Well, that confirms the victory for Lasitskene by a clear height. But that's still a great competition from Levchenko.
Well, talking of busy, Lasitskene with a third attempt at 204. These are celebratory jumps for the authorised neutral athlete. She's got the title won. It's her 3rd consecutive Diamond League title. Can she get over 204? No, she can't. And ever the professional, she won't be happy with that. A little shake of the head, but now she can celebrate. Lasitskene, it's her 18th consecutive victory this year. She very, very rarely loses. Just 1 defeat since June 2016. It's an extraordinary record. She sets herself such high standards, and usually she meets them. Lasitskene, now a smile appears on the face. 199.